Let's say you want to track the value on your business opportunity, but instead of tracking it monthly like we always did, you want to change the frequency of tracking the value realization. So now we have a new feature where you can do that. You can change the value tracking frequency. So instead of monthly, you can do quarterly, you can do semi-annually, annually, and even custom, where you can specify how many times you want to track that value. So let's go with quarterly, for example, and see what that looks like. So once I selected quarterly, you can see the tracking um, elements here have changed to by quarter. So if we look at that, so the first duration is from August to September because that is the duration of that quarter, the third quarter of 2024, and then the fourth quarter of 2024 is from October to December. You can see also the value was split evenly across based on how many months or the duration in a quarter. So if you want to see how that looks like when we add the values, we can go ahead and estimate here. Let's say this was 500,000. Let's say this one achieved 1 million. Um, this one achieved 1,200,000. Actually, let's not put that yet because we haven't completed this quarter. So we only completed these 2 quarters. And let's look at what that looks like on the chart. Now you can see the actual projection and how much of it was achieved with the projected value. There is another feature as well that we have, which is the ability to add other elements in the value tracking. So you can add value tracking item that could be either a revenue or a cost, and you can apply it to both the projected profit and the actual profit, which is both sections that you see here on this table, or to one or the other. So let's say something to the actual. We're only going to do, we're not going to do a projection for it. We're just going to do an actual for it. And that's going to be a cost. And that cost is coming from support, for example. So if I apply that now, I'll have an actual support. There is no projection for that support. And I'll just put in the value here. Let's say it was 25,000 in the first quarter and 50,000 in the second quarter. Now, when I apply that, it will impact the value projection on the chart by that amount. So you see here the actual attainment has already dropped a little bit because of the additional cost that I have. You could do the same thing for any other item, like let's say there is an investment that's coming in. So let me add an item and let's add it to both, and let's say that's an investment. And let's say that's a cost. So let's say the organization is investing some money. Let's say in the first quarter they invested 50,000, and the second one they invest 100,000, and they expect it to continue to invest 100,000 every quarter from now on. And then let's say the actual is they actually ended up investing only 25,000, and then here they ended up investing 75,000. So when I save that, then my cost will be changed based on the actual investments and projection of that investment. So these are two new features that should be able to help you change the way you do the tracking of your value and so on. So let's pick another business opportunity and pick another way to track the value. Let's pick this one, for example. And for this one, let's use custom. And it's here give me a warning that it will add things up and then divide them based on the frequency. So So here, what I will be doing is I can add as many tracking times as I want. So here I can add a column after. Let's say we're going to track it 3 times. And here is the actual value. So we will need to take it and split it ourselves. So here I'll say 25,000 is the projection, or 25 million is the projection for the first time. Let's say 50,000 or 50 million is for the second time of tracking, and then another 25,000 for the last tracking. Now, when I apply that, you will see that my chart will have 3 lines or 3 columns, and these columns are based on the amount that I've specified. And you can keep adding more items or just remove items. You can add an item in the middle if you want. That's why we have this, or add an item at the end with this plus sign. So overall, this should give you complete flexibility in how you track value for your business opportunities.